But anyways, where was I at? I had to stop the video. My cousin's kids were up there picking on each other, and the youngest one was crying. But anyways, yeah, my phone had got lost or stolen. I don't know. I'm assuming stolen because, like I said, when I went to go down the mountain and I finally had service, I tried to call and I tried to locate the phone, and I couldn't find it at all. So somebody got my brand new Galaxy S23 that I had just got on T-Mobile, 5G, 8K video, which was great. And I was really starting to fall in love with that phone. I was about to give up Team iPhone for Galaxy all the way. I have a iPhone 13, but I rarely get on my iPhone 13 anymore. When I had my Galaxy, I was always on my Galaxy. I chose Galaxy over that. Tell me if I'm stupid or not, but I mean, anyways, it was just the Galaxy. I fell in love with it right away. But yeah, we had a fun time. We went to a cabin, and the cabin that we went to, it was nice, but we had some issues at the cabin. So the first day we went, mind you, listen to this. So the cabin that we stayed in, it had a piece of paper, notes and stuff saying that you were being recorded. Video is being recorded and your voice is being recorded for whatever you say. So I'm like, yeah, that's kind of dang weird. Well, anyways, that was weird. We're all in there, so we gotta watch what we say and everything. And I'm like, I can't say nothing, because I mean, I have no filter, so I would have said something wrong. So I was trying to brace myself and be like, don't say nothing. Think before you speak. Think before you speak. So I was thinking before I spoke. Well, anyways, we went to somewhere on the first day, which was kind of weird because when we left, the man told us about the house. He said the neighbor next door, he said, don't go on his property. He has a problem with you going on his property. And I was like, all right, cool. Told everybody, don't go on his property. He has a problem with that. So when we leave, this man leaves. When we pull back up to the house that night, this man pulls back up to the house. Now here's the crazy thing. So this is what happened. The first night, I was laying in my room, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. My grandma's not one to be scared about anything. My grandmother called me and said, hey Dom, are you up? And I was like, yeah, Grandma, I'm up. What's up? She's like, I need you to come upstairs now. And I said, what? She's panicking. And I'm like, Grandma, what's going on? She said, somebody just knocked on the door 4 times. And I was like, what the hell? She said, bring your thing upstairs. Because I took my gun, because where I live, it's not really bad now, but people like to come into your house while you're gone if they notice that you're gone and rob you. So I was trying to take all my valuables with me to vacation with me. So I took my gun and everything, had my carry permit and everything, and I went upstairs. I opened the front door, and the front door, we have a patio, which the patio is cool and all. It's a big patio. They have rocking chairs and everything up there. They have cameras up there, and then they have a downstairs patio with the hot tub down there. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I go up there, and I'm saying some inappropriate things. I'm like, y'all got the wrong one tonight. Y'all got the wrong one. Like, don't come here and mess with us. We're trying to have vacation. And about that time, I look underneath the balcony where we're at on the top, and look downstairs, and there's somebody down there. And my aunt, she said somebody was flashing a light in the window. And I was like, holy crap. So I ran down there. I don't know how the heck they got, because there was a field across the street. There was a big field. It was a storage place, and then there was a field right beside it. And I was like, all right, cool. I ran down there, and I had my gun ready, and I opened the back door, or the bottom door. It's the bottom level door, and I was like, all right, cool. I opened it up. Nobody was there. I had just looked across the street in the field, when I was upstairs before I looked down. Nobody was in the field. Nobody was out there. No flashlights or nothing. So when I come back, when I go downstairs, run downstairs and look for these people, I walked around the vicinity, the area, the house. Nobody was outside. I look in the field, and there's two blaring flashlights. They're blaring at you, and they're sitting there flicking them on and off. Just flicking them on and off so they could get our attention. I was like, holy crap, what the heck is actually going on? Well, with that happening, I was just like, yeah, whatever, it's little kids playing around. This ain't even the worst of it. So we went to sleep. Everybody was sleeping late that day because they were scared that somebody was trying to break in. So the next morning, we got up. It wasn't really morning, it was like 11:30. We got up, we went to the amusement park that day. We're sitting there chilling at the amusement park. We're going for like 10 hours. The amusement park didn't open until 10 in the morning. We didn't leave until like 9 o'clock. But we left at 11 o'clock and we got there like 11:15. So we were there a good bit, about 10 hours like I said. 9 hours and 45 minutes to be exact. But we were there. We got back to the hotel, or to the cabin, which I keep on saying hotel, but it was a cabin. We got back to the cabin, and my aunt and them, they were staying downstairs with me. I was staying in one room. My mom and my aunt was staying in one room together because there was 2 beds. My cousin was sleeping in the movie theater room. My cousin's son was sleeping in there. And then after that incident happened, the previous night, my grandma was sleeping there. So my older cousin, she was staying upstairs with her husband and her 2 kids. Then my other cousin was staying up there with her son and her mom. So they were sleeping together. Or her mom had a bed and she had a bed for her and her son, but her other son was downstairs. But anyways, my cousin, she got to the back to the cabin, and I remember clear as day, I locked every single door to that house. I locked the downstairs, the upstairs, the back door, the other door. There was like 4 different doors, 3 or 4 different doors, and I was like, all right, I locked all of them. Well, my cousin got home, my older cousin with her husband and her 2 kids and her mom. So I was like, all right, cool. They got home. The doors were open. The front porch door on the balcony, it was open. It was cracked. Now tell me this was crazy. I was so scared. I was worried. And I mean, it does just, you're on vacation. Why would it be open? Well, it was open. And that the night before, we had went to the grocery store and bought some marshmallows to make s'mores for the kids because they had a fireplace in the front yard. So we was gonna make s'mores. We never got to it because the kids they called it early and went to the bed early. So we're like, all right, cool. So they did that. We got back to the house, or my cousin got back to the house. She said the marshmallows were out of the bag, sprinkled around the floor, and they had sodas in a circle, whoever was there. And I was like, what the hell? And mind you, I have an Xbox Series X. So I had this Xbox Series X with me, and I had it in the open. I had my gun on my bed, which my gun didn't have a bullet in it or anything. I had my clip hidden, but my gun was on my bed. I shouldn't have had it on the bed, but they didn't have nothing, and I locked the door because you can open and close the door, lock the door, my door. So I had the gun on the bed, and I had it cracked open just so they could see whoever it was that went in there. Because I kind of had a feeling somebody was going to break in after trying to do it the previous night. And sure enough, they did. And my Xbox was in the open, my gun was in the open. They didn't steal that or anything. But that night that we came back, my aunt and my mom went down in their room, and there was a Sunny D on the bedside table, and it was cold because we had just bought Sunny D. And my aunt was like, is that yours? And she was like, no. She's like, is that yours? And she's like, no. Why would I ask you if it was yours, if it was mine? And it was cold. We didn't realize until the day that we were leaving. Everybody decided to get in the hot tub. I didn't get in the hot tub because I was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm dreading going back because I got to go back to work. I was having fun, and I was in peace. I was so peaceful in where I was at. But the last night, everybody was getting in the hot tub and everything, and my cousin noticed, which I didn't notice this because I wasn't even looking for it. Somebody had climbed on the hot tub and broke the screen off of the window in the downstairs room. That's where that Sunny D was sitting, and the window was unlocked. So somebody did break into the house. That confirmed it. We called the guy that was in control of the cabin. We called him to talk to him and tell him what was going on. He said, all right, I'll pull the cameras. I'll pull the cameras. He pulled the cameras, and he said there was nothing there. Why would we sit there and lie about that? I mean, clearly there was something there. The doors were open. But my only suggestion is he has the cameras up on the porch at a catacorner. It's catacornered. So what they have, I don't know if you ever seen them. You know how they have them bars on like the doors and stuff for convenience stores that get robbed and stuff. That's kind of what they had. So it was completely black. It was metal, but it was completely black, and that was open. So whoever it was, because they only had cameras upstairs on the balcony and then downstairs, if that thing was open, the door, you can't see past it because it's solid metal, and you can't see somebody going through there or see somebody behind it. So that's what I'm thinking was happening, because when we got back that night, my cousin and them, they said that door was open like that, so nobody could see them. But the guy pulled the cameras and said he didn't see nothing or nothing out the ordinary. But yeah, that was kind of wild. Would I go back? Maybe. I don't know. But we were looking it up where we were staying at, and it said that back in May there was a mass shooting. I'm thinking the mass shooting happened around there, because the cabin that we was staying in, I thought it was really nice. It was like apartment upstairs. It was like a split what is it called, a duo complex or something, like an apartment. The top part was the apartment, and then the downstairs was an apartment. So they had two apartments in one. So what I think happened was something happened there. Somebody got hurt, somebody got murdered or something, because there was a cabin next door to us. And mind you this, it had 4 bedrooms, 4 baths for $600,000. The cabin that we stayed in sold for $355,000, and it had it had like 6 bedrooms, and it had 2 baths. That don't make no sense at all. Why would the house next door be $600,000, and then the house that we're in has 6 bedrooms, 2 baths, and be $355,000? So I was adding it up and everything, and yeah, I think something major happened there. Somebody got hurt or something. I'm not 100% because you can't see it online, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys get out of here. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, favor, and follow me on social media. Guys, have a good one. Peace.